Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching, then welcome. Today I am filming while in isolation, or we're in mandatory lockdown here in New Zealand. So I've been meaning to, film a lot while this is going on because I thought, it's a good time for me to actually sit down and film a lot of looks. But what I've ended up doing is instead playing a lot of Nintendo, eating a lot of snacks and watching, Vine compilations on YouTube. So it's been like over a week now and I figured I probably should do something productive with my time. And I've been wanting to do a butterfly look for like ages, since I saw my first one probably like over a year ago. Rafaela MUA posted a photo recently where she did a butterfly look and I really wanted to recreate that look, but I also really wanted to use my Bloodlust palette because I've only used this like a couple of times since I got it, because I only got it, like a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to be attempting to recreate this look, but I'm going to do it purple instead of blue because I'm going to use my Bloodlust palette. So yeah, I also want to point out my hair. I know it looks quite horrendous at the moment, but I thought it would be quite cute to have curly hair for the butterfly look. So I'm just going to leave these in until I've finished and then I'll take it out and be all wavy and curly. So yeah, please ignore the state of my hair at the moment. I'm very excited to see how this turns out, and yeah, I'm just excited to be getting back into the swing of things. So yeah, if you want to see how I create this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so eyebrows check, and that's about it at this point. I have just gone off camera and I've applied some tape to the, outer kind of area of my eye. So this is going to be like a template for the kind of winged shape that we're going to have going on the upper eye, so that I can get it nice and sharp, but also so that I can look at it head on like this and see if, they're on the same angle, which, to be honest, I don't think they're exactly on the same angle, but I think it's pretty close. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And now the first thing that we're going to need to do is lay down a base for the eyeshadow to stick to. So I'm taking my P.Louise base and a small, flat, rounded concealer brush, and I'm just applying this to the eyelid and bringing it out in a winged shape, and I'm basically doing like a full cut crease without having a crease colour on the eye, if you know what I mean. And as always, when using a base like this, I like to apply it using tapping and dabbing motions, because this just makes sure that it has no streaks and it's all kind of the same thickness, and yeah, making sure it's nice and even so that the colour will apply evenly on there. Okay, so we've got that base on the eye, and yeah, you basically just want it to cover most of that section there. And what I want to do is I want the inner portion of the eyelid to be as light as possible. You can kind of see there's a bit of a purple tinge because I just applied the lightest purple shade in this palette and it was really dark, so I had to cover that, and I'm starting that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with 2, possibly 3 shades, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to kind of have to see how it goes. The shades that I'm going to be using are this shade here called Your Majesty, then we have this shade here called Deviant, and then maybe we'll use this shade here called Vivid Mood. But that's a kind of play it by ear thing and see how it turns out. So what I want to do is lightest on the inner corner, but the majority of the eyelid, and blend that into the purple, and then if I need a little bit of darkening up just on the outer corner, then I'll add in some of that Vivid Mood, but possibly it won't be needed at this point. Okay, so that is the base of the eye look for both of the eyes complete. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a liquid eyeliner. So I'm taking this Hypersharp wing. Yeah, it's just a Maybelline pen pen type eyeliner, and I really like this one too because it's on one side it's very thin, and then if you rotate it it's thicker, so you can like color things in better. So that's going to be handy for this next step, or the next few steps. So what I'm going to do first is, this part is quite complicated, so I'm going to break it down into little steps. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm taking this liquid eyeliner and I'm lining the whole outside of this base that we've got here. So down like a winged eyeliner, and up and across the crease and down into the inner corner of the eye. But I'm not going to bring it fully down to the tear duct. I'm going to just fall short of that. Then once I've done that, I'm going to just draw on a thick liner, where you would normally draw on the eyeliner, and bring this across to meet the line on the outer third. Yeah. Okay, so that is the first step of the eyeliner complete, and now what I'm going to do is do what I've done on this eye, and I'm just going to colour this all in with black, just this whole wing section part here. So I'm kind of going from this outer corner of my eye up into the arch of my eye and colouring in all of the stuff that is behind that, if that makes sense. Which is going to make it easier for us to draw the details on in the next step, and then just colour in those little extra areas. Okay, now moving on to the next step, and we're just going to add in the extra little details on the eyelid. So this is kind of hard to explain, and I'm kind of just copying along with my picture that I've got of Rafaela's look that she did. So yeah, we're basically just doing kind of like semicircle type shapes in that, blank area there. You'll just have to see how I do it, because yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so that is the detailing done for the top part of the wing. And the next thing we're going to do now is add in some white dots in the black areas. So I've started this one. We're starting off doing the larger dots, and then I'm just going to leave it for now, but before I finish everything, I'm just going to go in and dot on lots of little tiny white dots as well. But I'm going to do that when it's almost finished, so that I can get it nice and white and it doesn't start flaking off and stuff like that. The product that I'm using to do my white dots is this Makeup Forever Aqua XL liquid liner, and it's obviously a white eyeliner, and I'm just using the applicator that it comes with, because it's like an XL applicator, which is like good for doing larger things such as these dots. So I'm starting with the 3 dots that go along the wing, and then I'm going in between the little sections and adding in the dots there before doing the dots in between those. Okay, so that is the top of the eye pretty much complete, and I'm going to move on to the rest of the look. So I'm going to remove my tape. It's nice and sharp. And I'm going to go do my face makeup now, and then once I've done that I'll be back to finish off the rest of the look. Okay, so I've done my face makeup, and the next thing that we're going to have to do is do the bottom half of the wing. But what I'm going to do before I do that is, because I'm going to be drawing down here where I would normally put my highlighter, I'm going to apply the highlighter first, so that I can make sure I'm still getting it, everywhere I want, but I'm not going to be smudging the bottom part of the wing. So I'm going to go in with this shade from the Bloodlust palette, this one here called Wet Jewel, and I'm going to use a fluffy highlighting brush that I have sprayed with water, and I'm going to apply this to the top of my cheekbones here. I'm also going to apply some to the bridge of my nose here and to my tear duct, but I'm going to use a smaller brush, so just a regular blending brush. Okay, next I'm going to go over that highlight just with a purple shade. So I'm taking the purple shade from my Lime Creme Mermaids highlight palette, which I can't show you because the blue one's broken. It's going to go everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, taking that same brush and just lightly going over what we've already got there, just to bump up the kind of shimmer effect, but also make it a bit more purple, which is what we want. Okay, now that that's done, we can move on to the lower part of the wing. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to take a small eyeliner brush and my P.Louise base, and I'm going to first draw out where it's going to go, and then I'll fill that in using the other brush that I was using to fill in the top part of the eye. And then what I'm going to do is I'm doing the exact same thing as before, and I'm taking those 3 purple shades and I'm going to blend that from lightest to darkest on the lower part of the wing. Okay, so we've got the base for the under eye part of the wing done, and next we're going to do this to the other eye. This one is a lot harder than doing the top of the eye, I reckon, because the skin just kind of bunches up more and it's a funny shape, but yeah, I think I got it in the end. It took me a while to get done, so you might have to, you know, go in back in with the base and recarve out, you know, that area if you need to. But yeah, so it's basically the same thing. I'm going to start out by lining the entire outside of this base part here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight into drawing out the little sections in the under eye, and then I'll fill in the rest after that. Okay, so that is all the butterfly drawing complete, finally. Whew, that was such a mission. Oh my gosh. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my NYX Vivid Brights cream colour. This is in the shade Sugar Rush, and I'm applying this to my waterline using a small eyeliner brush. Next I'm going to add those same highlighter shades to my tear ducts, and just making sure that I get that nice and shimmery and sparkly and reflective. Okay, I'm getting very excited now. It's looking so cool. Alright, next step is to go back in with that white eyeliner and do some dots around on this bottom black bit, and also finish off the dots on the top, and also go over the dots that I've already got because they're looking a little bit grey and we want them to be black. Nope, we want them to be white. Okay, so that is pretty much the look complete. The last thing left to do now is just to apply mascara and false eyelashes. The lashes that I'm going to use are these XO Beauty Faux Mink lashes. These are in the style Exotic. They're just huge, crazy lashes, and probably my favourite for taking photos with. So I think they'll go really nicely with this look because it is definitely more of an like editorial look, not one that you would like wear out. But yeah, I'm going to pop these on off camera and then I'll be back to show you guys the completed look. Okay, here we have the completed look with lashes. I'm so obsessed with this look. I think it is so fun and just artistic and girly and soft, even though it's like fully black. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm very proud of myself for hanging in there and getting it done. Definitely the most hardest part would be this under eye part here, and you actually could do it without doing that part and it would still look really cool. It's definitely not a look that you would wear out of the house Although, seeing as I've only left the house 2 times in the last 2 weeks, then maybe I would wear this to go out. Because, you know, going to the supermarket is like a huge deal for me these days. It's like my one kind of time that I get to leave the house. So maybe I will start dressing up to go to the supermarket. But yeah, I really like the way it turned out with the purple, because obviously the original look is blue and white. But I wanted to use my Bloodlust palette, so I used the purple, and I could have actually used a darker purple. I was worried, like I didn't want it to be too dark, so I ended up sticking with the like light shades from the palette. But I think you could get away with just doing the what is that color called, the Your Majesty shade on the inner corner, and then you could just blend that out to like Blood Queen on the outside, just to give it that, you know, more color. And yeah, because you can't really tell it's purple. It doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be purple. So I do like the way this has just like a soft kind of hint. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I put on some nude lipstick as well. And if you see my other videos, you probably already know what it is. It's my Lime Crime Lip Glaze in the shade Cash. I can't stop looking at myself. But yeah, I'm just sitting here and like staring at myself. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please thumbs up and subscribe and tick that little bell button so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and not getting too bored being at home. So FYI, if you are getting really bored, then I have like a whole bunch of other videos that you could watch if you're bored. It's a really good time waster, I think. Hopefully being bored is the biggest worry in your life at the moment. It's definitely is mine, and I feel very grateful for that. So yeah. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.